The two best quotes I've ever heard. Nobody gives a damn, and you are what you eat, and the people that you keep.
You got that right.
Job. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good job. This is 8-time Mr. Olympia, Lee Haney. So,
thank you.
Beat Arnold Schwarzenegger's record in bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely outstanding. And Lee was a guest on the radio show many, many times. He did an absolutely wonderful job. And he fits into the format perfect because we're completely different. I said,
We're not different.
well,
I mean, you know, it's a little skin thing, man. You know. Oh, looks, okay.
But we're completely fit to be sitting in this office with the generosity of Ford and Mr. Allan Vigil, who owns this whole establishment. I want to say thanks and appreciate you and letting us film here. How did you do all this? Now I'm assuming you started how it usually happens. Someone gave you $25-30 million and said we'd like you, and all these people happen to live next to you. And so how did it actually? How much money did you have to start out?
Zero.
None. What'd you have to start out? Didn't you borrow money from your wife or girlfriend?
Yeah, my wife.
Oh,
girlfriend at the time.
Sorry.
My wife now.
Sorry. No, so it's two different people. So you started out with zero. How did it happen? I'll put it to you like this. Why are you able to do this?
Well, I think, a lot of good things happened to me. One, right out of college, I went to service. I spent 3 years in the Army, which I think was an education for me. That really helped me.
Vietnam?
Went to Vietnam in 1969 and 70. Came back at a time when a lot of people were, something similar today. Everybody was against the war and this, that, and the other. So you kind of just put that behind you. A little bitter that you had to give up 3 years of your life and no one really cared. And that's why I think it's important that we care about our troops now. But I finally figured out that no one really cared but me. So I got a job with Ford Motor Company. I really didn't like working for a big corporation. Didn't work for them for too long. And then I went to work for really this dealership here in 1973, different location, and worked. And things fell into place. And finally, in 1982, I became the dealer. I had a wife that was willing to help me. I've got 2 kids that probably I didn't get to see their Little League game or their soccer league games, but now they work for me now, so I think they appreciate it.
I've been paying ever since.
Yep.
But it was because of her support and standing with me and to help drive me. I recall after the 7th Olympia, I had broken Arnold's consecutive win record, and I said, baby, what do you think about the 8th? She looked at me and like, what are you talking about? What do you mean, what do you think about the 8th? I said, well, I've broken the consecutive win record. What do you so you think I should do another one? She looked at me like I was crazy. What do you mean, should you do another one? Of course you got to do another. Why you ask me something like that? Mm-hmm. You thought your wife would say, oh, you've done enough, baby. But no, she was dead on me.
I think they push you in different ways of doing better and always have that confidence that sometimes you lack. They have the confidence in you, and that's a help. I think that you're going to know long before you get to that point whether you got a partner or you have a wife. And,
wow, that's awesome.
And if you don't have that partnership, then it'll never work. You can't sit down and say, this is the path I want to go, this is the path you want to go, let's go in the middle. You can't do that. You got to go one way or the other. And sometimes it takes sacrifice, and a lot of times the wife, I think, is the one that's always in the background. I get.
Then they can go forward and do great things. There's nothing more powerful than the unit of husband and wife united.
Biggest problem being married. Your biggest problem being married.
Don't say it, Mr. Allen. Don't do it. It's a trick.
Where is she? Bring her out.
I don't know if the car business is like I said before. It's not rocket science. You have to make people happy. Customer service. Well, you can't have good customers and customer service unless you have good employees and happy employees. So We try to. Our mission is make our employees happy, and then they're going to make our customers happy.
You spend a lot of money on trying to make them happy, don't you?
Well, that's the name of the game. Yeah, we get a lot back, but I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to keep your customers. A lot of hard work.
You get along with your wife really well?
I think so. I hope so.
You've been married for how long?
35 years.
She scratch your back?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if you can say that on TV, can you?
Oh.